Okay, so here we are with our problem set. You can see this template out in front of you. This is called a circular protractor, okay? Now, if we look zoom in on this here, okay, you can see that from the mathematics video that you saw is that he said there was 360 degrees in a circle, okay? And then one of these little ticks, one of these little tiny ones is 1 little degree, okay? So you need to know that 1 degree is 1/360th of a circle, okay? So what does that mean? Well, if I have a pie, okay, and I cut that pie up, okay, looks like, for example, if this is my pie, I could cut this pie up into, like, pretend this is key lime pie. It's one of my favorite pies, okay? Mrs. Sherman makes it for my birthday all the time, okay? So if I cut this pie up like this and cut it into 8 pieces, right? We would call this eighths. Yeah, it'd be called eighths. So then at dessert or for my birthday, everybody would get 1/8 of the pie. 1/8 for you, 1/8 for you, 1/8 for you, okay? Maybe you're really hungry and you want to eat 2/8 of the pie, right? Or 3/8 of the pie. So that's what fractions is all about. Now, this is cut up into eighths, this circle here, okay? But the angles you see here are not 1 degree, okay? These are more like 45 degrees. I'm going to show you what that means in a second, okay? If I zoom back in on this circle, a circle is cut up into 360 pieces, okay? Now, could you imagine if I drew a line, a straight line from the center out to 1 degree, out to 2 degrees, out to 3 degrees? They'd be the teeniest, tiniest, most minute little pieces ever. It'd be so tiny you couldn't even, it would almost be like just getting a small little taste of it, you know? So that's what a circle is split up into, is those 360 degrees, okay? You may hear this on you know, snowboarding, or when you're skateboarding, if someone does a 360, you know, they spin all the way around on their skateboard, or a 180, they just turn around, go the other way. Excuse me. All right. So there's other fractions to circles too. Like, for example, here, this is split up into 1/4, right? Fourths, I'm sorry. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, okay? And this one over here split up into even smaller pieces, okay? More pieces, but smaller, right? This one is split up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12ths. This is 12 pieces right here, okay? 12 pieces. So you can see that the more I cut something up, the smaller the piece I'm gonna get, right? Cut it into 4 pieces, nice big piece. I cut it into 8 pieces, a little bit smaller, but still a good size. I cut it into 12 pieces, more pieces, but smaller, okay? So I cut something up into 360 pieces. They're gonna be teeny tiny pieces. So that's what 1 degree is all about, okay? So what you need to remember here, and I'll write this down, and you can write it down too, is that what fraction of a circle is 1 degree? Okay, 1 degree is 1/360th of a circle, okay? That is something that you need to remember. You need to remember that 1 degree is 1/360th of a circle. It's just one small little teeny piece, all right? That being said, what fractional piece would 3 degrees be? Right, that would be 3/360ths, right? Taking 3 degrees out of this whole circle would give me 3/360ths, okay, of a circle, okay? Really kind of weird to think about, but we'll review that each and every day, okay? So we want to talk today about benchmark angles, okay? So right off the bat, you understand, or you've been introduced that 1 degree of an angle is equal to 1/360th, okay? So those are all about pieces. Now I want to talk about benchmark angles, okay? So let's take a look at our problem set to do that. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look here, and I can see benchmark angles. Now, the directions here have, I don't really particularly like them, so we're going to draw some circles, okay? We're going to draw this circle. We're going to draw this circle, okay? This is a circle that's cut into 4ths. So let's do that. Let's draw a little circle here, and I'm going to cut it into 4ths, okay? This is my circle, just like that, okay? Now a benchmark angle, okay? Benchmarks angles for this here This is a 90-degree angle. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. Let me zoom in on that. 90 degrees. So, if I show you what a 90-degree angle looks like, okay, it's this right here, right? Here's an angle here, 1 degree angle, 0 degree, and then, whoops, kind of went off the tracks here a little bit. There, 1 degree, and then as I come up, I get bigger, bigger, bigger angle, bigger angle, bigger angle, bigger, and there we go, 90-degree angle, okay? That is 1/4 of my angle. See that? 90 degrees, just like that. That is one of the angles that you need to remember is 90 degrees. That is a benchmark angle, okay? It's 90 degrees, right there. Good. All right, another benchmark angle, let's do this. Let's draw another circle that's cut up just like this into eighths. Let me show you how to do that. All right, so very carefully, you're going to draw a circle just like this, all right? Then you're gonna cut it into fourths again, so 1 down the middle this way, make a big plus sign, 1 across here, just like that. Good. Now, in order to get eighths, I have to cut each of those fourths in half. So I'm just gonna go right down through here, kind of like make an X almost right through it. Just be very careful. I know you're doing this freehand, so you don't have to be perfect with it, but close, right? All right, so now this line here is always where we're gonna start. That's our 0 degrees right there, okay? So the next benchmark angle, okay, let me get my little tool out here and show you what this is all about, okay, is right here. Okay, so here's my green. Okay, there's like 1 degree. As I come up here and I show you what an eighth looks like, just 1/8 of a circle, okay? That's one of these pieces here. This is a very important angle. It's half of 90 degrees. Do you remember what half of 90 degrees is? That's 45 degrees. That's a benchmark angle, it's 45 degrees. Super important that we remember that. Let me zoom in so you can see that, okay? Super important that you can remember that a 45-degree angle is half of 90, and it's a benchmark angle. Now let me show you what it looks like here, okay? So, if you can see here that 2 of my eighths is gonna be exactly the same as 1 of my fourths. See that? It's exactly the same size. All right, let me put them side by side so you can see that. Okay? Here's 1/4, which is 90 degrees. Here's 2 45-degree angles. They make 90 degrees. Okay, so 2 45s is 90. It's exactly half. Super important. So benchmark, things that you need to remember. 90-degree angles, 45-degree angles, okay? Pretty cool, I know. All right, now, 90 degrees is a special degree, all right? So, the last one we're gonna do here, well, is we're gonna talk about splitting up into 12ths. Look at this guy, man, right? There's a lot going on there. So let's draw another circle. Let's come down here, let's draw this circle. It's like that, okay? Got it? Then I'm going to draw plus sign, fourths. Got it? Okay, now this is where it gets interesting, okay? Now what I need to do is make 3 pieces out of each one of these sections, okay? This is gonna be weird, so I'm gonna come down here and show you, okay? So how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm going to try to split, I gotta get 2 lines in here. 2 cuts gives me 3 pieces. So I'm gonna give you there and there. See that 1, 2, 3? And then the same thing, I'm just gonna continue with this line across and continue with that line across. Now, if you're having a hard time doing this, that's okay. Just do your best, okay? There's 12 pieces, let's count. Remember, this is the 0 point. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pieces. And they're not perfect, okay? Doing this freehand, okay? So this degrees right here, this is a 30-degree angle right there, okay? That's a 30-degree angle. It's another benchmark angle that we need to remember, okay? Good. All right. And 60 degrees would be here. If I did 2 30s together, that'd give me 60 degrees. So from this 0 up to this 60 Right there would be 60 degrees, 2/30. All right? Another benchmark angle you remember, okay? All right, let's zoom back out again. Now, other angles we should know, okay? Really, we should know is, I need to know what 290s is, all right? So there's 90 and there's 90. So from here all the way around this circle to here would be 180 degrees, right? Now, if I were to keep going with another 90 all the way around to here, that'd be 270 degrees, okay? Good. Benchmark angles that we need to know. And let's list them out, okay? Right over here. So, angles, all right? Angles always ends in LES, not ELS, because that would be angels, okay? Angles, we need to know. Okay, we need to know what a 30-degree angle is, okay? That's a small little acute angle right here, okay? This is, right from here to here, is 30 degrees, right? Cool. We need to know what a 60-degree angle is, okay? Not 60 degrees, it's two of these together, so from here to there, okay? It's another 30 degrees, but together, that's 60 degrees, right? Right. Okay, we also need to know, and this is super important, is 45 degrees, okay? I'm gonna circle this one. A 45-degree angle is so very important. You can see these actually everywhere in the classroom. If you look up at the whiteboard in front of your room or any border that you have, you usually see a 45-degree angle, okay? Now, a 45-degree angle is this guy right here, okay? So from here to here is 45 degrees. It's at half of 90 degrees. That's a 45-degree angle, okay? It's exactly half of 90 degrees. Okay, so that brings us to the next degrees that we should know. We should know what 90 degrees is. It's a right angle, right? Very important one that we should know, okay? 90 degrees is a perfect right angle from there, okay? Another important one we should know is two 90s together, 90 and 90. So from here all the way around to there is we should know what 180 degrees is. Right? It's basically just flip-flopping and turning all the way around. Okay, so those are three very important ones here, okay? All right, we should also know what 270 is. So it's 90, 90, and 90, which would give me 270 degrees. Oops, there. All right, and then finally, all of these circles have this one in common. They all have 90 degrees in common, that's for sure. But they all are circles. So all circles have, what is that answer? 360 degrees. And that's going to be 360 degrees as a circle. I keep doing that. There we go. So there you go. I circled 4 of them, 45, 90, 180, and 360. Those are the big ones that you really need to remember. Okay? All right. It's really important that we understand those. And now understanding that a 90-degree angle is a right angle, okay? So, and understanding that for anything less than a right angle is acute, okay? Anything greater than a right angle between 90 and 180 is obtuse, okay? So that is good. All right, so let's turn the page here. I don't think there's any, all right, so yeah, let's turn the page. We're just going to do one little bit here, okay? So, it says, we found out today that 1 degree is 1/360th of a whole turn. Remember we talking about that with this little guy? Right? If I zoom in here on 0, 1 little degree is 1/360th, okay? That 2-degree angle would be 2/360ths, yeah? Of a whole turn. All right, now we're not going to list out all the ones that we made from problem 1, but what if I have a 45-degree angle? Okay, what fraction of 360 is that? Right, do you know? If 1 degree is 1/360th and 2 degrees is 2/360th, what's 45 degrees? That's right. 45 degrees is 45 360ths, right? It's a mouthful, I know. How about 90 degrees? What fraction of a circle is 90 degrees? Let me give you a hint. The denominator, the bottom fraction, number is always 360 when we're talking circles. So 90 degrees would be 90 360ths, okay? Make sense? Yeah. So let's do one more. Let's try, let's say 180 degrees, okay? What fraction of a circle is that? Yeah. My denominator needs to be 360, and guess what? 180 360ths. If some of you said a half, you'd be right too. Okay. All right, let's take a look at number 6. How many 45-degree angles does it take to make a full turn? I think we talked about that, didn't we? I know we did. Okay. So here's my red circle. I'll show you that. These are 45. These are 90 degree. Is it 45? Oh, let's do the 45 degrees. Like that one. Okay. There. Get this guy put in. Good. So there's 45, right? There's 45. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to need 8 45-degree angles, make a full turn, right? So 8 45-degree angles makes a full turn. Okay, 30-degree angles. That was this guy here. All right, do you remember what we cut this guy up into? Let's see, here's a 30-degree angle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 30-degree angles. So 12 30-degree angles makes a full turn. All right. So if we didn't have a protractor, how could we, if we didn't have one of these circular protractors here, how could we construct a quarter, 1/4 of it to a 90 degrees, all right? This is what a regular protractor looks like, which we'll be using these kinds of protractors, okay? So, you know what you could use? Yep, your right angle tool. We could use a corner of an index card. Good. All right, well, I think I fed you enough information today on that, all right? Teachers, if you have more that you'd like to do or work with the kids, please do. Tomorrow we're gonna be working with our protractors, reviewing some of the stuff that we did today. I know it was a lot. I tried to simplify it for you the best I could, and trust me, I simplified it a lot. But I know that you're gonna do great. Just hang tight, do your best, and we're gonna be super proud of you, okay? Have a great rest of your day, kids.